Hi there, everyone. My name is Tony, and I'm here in sunny South Florida. Um, so, from my heart to wherever you are in the world, I send my love. And I wanted to create a little video to support us all in this time that we get to drop the me in our vocabulary and expand open to the we. And I am a yoga teacher and Reiki master here in South Florida. And I see so many of my fellow yogis creating things and offering them, some online for their studios and some for free. And I think, that's just so beautiful that we get to bring our gifts and our talents out in such a cool and new way. I'm not a video person, and I've created a few, but I feel it's my responsibility, along with my fellow yoga teachers and Reiki practitioners and just healers in general, sound healers, or creating videos, that I do my part. So I just wanted to really tap into and kind of teach those who may be unfamiliar with a really simple breathing technique that is known as alternate nostril breathing, English, Nadi Shodhana, Sanskrit. And it's very simple, and it's also very effective. It helps to clear the energy channels in the body, but it also helps to slow down and break up the mental turbulence in our mind that creates the anxiety and the fear and all of those things. So it's a really effective tool for anxiety, for stress relief, for insomnia. And so we're going to do a little bit of alternate nostril breath together. And then I'm just going to take you through a little stretching, a little flow of yoga just to move the body. I've really kind of taken my own spiritual practices to a very simple, trying to simplify everything. My household is different these days, as is everyone's, and just really what are the daily musts in my life. And I've kind of taken them down to 3 simple things, and I'm calling them the 3 M's. And that would be meditation, movement, and mindfulness. And I think if we all just kind of tapped into something or a version of that, whatever it is for you, we can again let go of the me and become a we that's unified. And I'm a little Pollyanna, maybe I've been called, but I really think that we are one, that we is so much stronger than me. I know in my personal life. So I just want to offer this gift from my heart to yours, just a little breathing and a little light stretching, gentle yoga. So you can sit or any way that's comfortable for you. I like to always find a blanket, or you can get a pillow, something to lift the hips so that my knees can relax down. I can let go of any tension that might be in the joints. This is comfortable for me, but is not necessary. And I'm going to keep it really basic. You can take your first 2 fingers, and all we're going to do is we're going to close the right nostril, and we're going to take a deep inhale through the left nostril. We're going to close the left nostril with the finger and release the thumb and exhale right. We're going to inhale right, close, exhale left. Inhaling left, deep belly breaths. Close, exhale right. Inhaling right, close, exhale left. Inhaling left, close, exhale right. Inhale right, close, exhale left. Do just a few more rounds of this on your own. Inhaling left, close, exhale right. And continuing. If you feel comfortable, the eyes can flutter shut. Each exhale can relax the shoulders a little more. Notice if you can lengthen your inhales and exhales. And once you have exhaled right for the last time, bring your hand down and just notice. Take a few deep breaths in and out of the nose. That was maybe a minute of alternate nostril breathing. And we'll just begin to move a little bit. So just start to circle out the neck. If releasing the head back doesn't serve you, you can also just draw circles with your nose in front of your face. And just continue to deep breathly in and out of the nose. Just checking in with the neck and the shoulders. We hold so much stress in that area. So let's just work through that. Take a little movement. When you're ready, reverse your circles. Whether you're drawing circles with the nose or whether you're releasing the head to the side, back, and around. So find whatever feels right for you. There's no right or wrong way here. We just want to move the head. Continue to breathe deeply in and out of the nose if that's available to you. If not, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And when you feel complete there, allow the head to come back to center. Maybe bat the eyes open if you've had them shut. And let's just take a moment really to just get present. We've taken a few breaths together. We've taken a little bit of movement. And we've landed in our space. We're here and it's now. And just begin to maybe loop the shoulders up, back, and around. You know, there's nothing fancy here. We're just taking a little movement. You can reverse those circles, take them individually if that feels good. And we're going to inhale, draw the shoulders all the way up by the ears. So think about lengthening the side body. See if you can lengthen, and with your exhale, draw your shoulders back and down. Let's do that together 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders up by the ears, get long. Exhale, loop the shoulders back and down. 1 more time. Let's begin to circle out the torso. We're just moving through the midsection. So think about most of us when we were smaller and we were hula hooping. So really engaging, starting to wake up the midsection by engaging. As we inhale, we draw the chest forward. And as we exhale, draw it back and around, really hugging the belly button toward the spine. And when you feel you're complete in that direction, reverse your circles. And again, there's no wrong or right way here. We're just taking some movement, moving some stagnation. Some of us may have been binge watching on the couch or just cramped up, maybe in small apartments that we can't really get out and move around too much. And this takes up very little space just to get the body moving. And so with our next inhale, we're going to sit up nice and tall. So think about stacking your head over your heart and your heart over your hips. Maybe hug your lower rib cage in and up. Lengthen through the crown of your head, sitting up nice and tall, and maybe just loop the shoulders back and down. Let them relax. Let's inhale. Extend the fingers left to right. You'll have to excuse me. I have a few fur assistants today. They don't ever go far when I spend time on my mat. So we're going to inhale. Extend the arms left to right. Loop the shoulders back and down. Think about squeezing your pinky fingers towards each other, like you're squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades. Take a nice deep inhale here, engaging the muscles of the arms. And as you exhale, bring your palms to heart center. Lift your sternum and then bow your head. So we get a nice stretch in the shoulders and the traps, the back of the neck. Keep hugging that lower rib cage in and up and root through your seat. So don't let the spine just drop forward. Keep rooted in your seat, lifting your spine, lifting your sternum, chin tucks toward chest. Excuse me. And we're going to inhale. We're going to take the palms by the ears and we're going to lift all the way up. Keep a nice wide grip, like you're holding a beach ball overhead. So lengthen all 4 sides of the torso. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And with your next exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee and let your right fingertips drop behind you. They rest on the earth. We don't lean back. We stay nice and tall in our spine. And we're going to inhale, we're going to lift, and we're going to lengthen. And with our exhale, we're going to take that twist a little deeper. So we don't want to crank the body. We want to inhale and lift, and we want to simply exhale and twist. Just giving the organs a little wringing out, the spine a twist. And we're going to take one more deep breath here. And we're going to exhale, come back to center. Both hands are going to rest on the knees again. Inhale, send the fingertips left to right, resting on the earth. Ground here. Take a nice inhale, extend the fingers left to right. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lift the sternum, chin to chest. Next inhale, fingertips all the way up to the sky. Big beach ball overhead. Exhale, twisting left. Right hand, left knee. Left fingertips rest on the earth behind you. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Get tall. Exhale, twist. Take a nice deep breath here. With your next inhale, come back to center. Hands rest on the knees. So I like to uncross my legs, recross them in the opposite direction because I always want to go to one side. So we want to create that balance in the body. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale. Release the right hand to the earth next to you. So allow that hand to be out from the hip. Next deep inhale, left arm lifts and lengthen and reach those left fingertips to the sky and drop the shoulder blade down the back. And with your next exhale, maybe side bend to the right. Try not to close the heart. Keep opening and lengthening. It doesn't matter how far you bend to the right. Think about your left fingertip and your left hip crease moving away from each other. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, release your left hand to the earth. Walk the fingertips all the way around. Plant your left palm. Inhale, right arm extends all the way up. So really lengthen that right side body before you fold with your exhale. And again, don't close off here. Open that chest. Open your heart space. Maybe gaze up. Don't let your head hang. Think about your spine. Think about lengthening. Deep breaths. Again, moving pinky finger and hip crease away from each other. A nice lengthening of the whole right side of the body. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, round it forward. Inhale, palms come back to the knees. Gaze up. Squeeze the elbows into the side body. Exhale, round the spine. Press your mid back away. Think about drawing your belly button toward your spine and really pressing as though somebody has their hand on your mid back and you're trying to press them away. Inhale, draw your chest forward and up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, press your mid back away. Pubic bone draws toward belly button. Inhale, gazing up. Draw that sternum forward and up. Exhale, round the spine. So we're just doing a seated cat-cow here. Flexion of the spine. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, we're going to come back to a nice comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall. And we're just going to extend that right foot all the way out. And I just want to scoot over a little bit so that we can see. We don't want to just let the foot drop out. We're going to tuck that left foot in. We want to engage the muscles of the leg. We want to internally rotate, and the toes are going to face up. If you have tight hamstrings, if you have a tightness in your leg, bend the knee. It's that simple. Just think about lengthening the spine up, staying nice and tall. Don't round the spine to straighten the leg. Lengthen and sit up nice and tall, and then work on the leg. toes toward the ceiling. And we're going to inhale and we're going to bring the chest over that right leg. And with our exhale, we're just going to begin to walk it forward. So some of us may find ourselves right here, and that's as far as you need to go. Others of us may be able to walk a little farther down, but don't do this to reach your toes. Keep lengthening the spine. Keep pressing through the heel. And just take a few breaths. Maybe noticing that you can sink a little deeper with each exhale, and maybe not. Again, we're just working on a little movement. Inhale, we're going to rise up, and we're just going to switch legs. We're going to draw the right leg in. We're going to extend the left leg all the way out. And again, toes rotate up toward the ceiling. Feel like you're smart enough to know that the toes are facing the ceiling. You don't need me to keep moving back and forth. And we're just going to center the chest. And the first thing we want to do is lengthen the spine. And then with our exhale, begin to fold over that left leg. Each inhale, just pause where you are. And then with your exhale, fold a little deeper. You can walk the hands out, but be mindful. So the opposite side of the low back is going to get a nice stretch. So my left leg is out. The right side low back is going to get a nice little stretch. So you don't want to just try to reach and grab and pull something in your low back. We're looking for feel good. We're looking for movement that's healthy. We don't want injury. So we inhale and lengthen, and we exhale and fold. So with our next inhale, we'll walk it all the way back up, and we're going to draw the left sole of the foot to meet the right. You can have the feet a little further away. You can have the feet drawing in toward the center line, whatever works for you. And don't worry about how far down the knees are. Don't try to jam the knees down. Just allow them to be where they are. And we're going to press into the pinky toe side of the feet. And think about opening your feet like a book. So maybe here we can take a little massage of the soles of the feet and the arches. You know, we neglect the feet so much because, well, we just don't think about it, I guess. But they're what carries us every single day. And so just take a minute here just to bring some awareness to the feet, a little foot massage, feel nice. And we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. And we're going to exhale, we're going to fold it over. So you're going to begin to feel this stretch on the inner thighs. You're going to feel it in the groin area. And again, we want to lengthen. So think about the tailbone staying grounded. We don't want to round here. We want to lengthen the spine. So if you think about the spine from your tailbone through your crown, we want to lengthen, and then we want to fold with our exhale. And maybe we're here and our body says that's enough. Maybe we're here, or maybe we're a little farther down. Find your edge. Find the place that you feel the stretch without forcing the stretch. The elbows can rest on the inner thigh. Can kind of just give yourself a little nudge. Allow the weight of your arms to rest on your legs. Begin to open those feet, maybe a little bit more. And just take a few breaths here, a few mindful breaths. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the face. With your next inhale, rise all the way up. Take the hands to the outside of the knees and draw the knees together. And just bring the palms behind you and just windshield wiper the knees side to side. Just a little easy movement. And then we're going to transition off of the blanket. If you're sitting on a block or a blanket, just move that aside. And we're going to come all the way down to our backs. Just going to lengthen the spine so the knees are bent here. And we want to slightly tuck the chin so the back of the neck is nice and long. And maybe extend the arms left to right, palms up. And don't allow the shoulders to be the palms to be above the shoulders. Let them be directly out from the shoulders, or maybe even a little lower. And just windshield wiper the knees side to side. So we're just taking a little movement in the spine again. And the next time the knees are back and center, pause there for a moment. Really ground the feet, maybe lift the toes, and notice where you tend to place the weight on your feet. See if you can ground through all four corners of the feet, and then relax the toes down. When you're ready, inhale, extend the right leg all the way up. Maybe interlace the fingers behind the thigh. So we're going to keep it super gentle today. And we're going to begin to straighten that leg. And as you straighten the leg, you might feel a little shaking. You're going to feel a little traction on the shoulders, but see if you can keep the shoulder blades grounded. Slightly tucking the chin so that the chin isn't lengthening toward the ceiling, but more toward the chest. And maybe circle out that right ankle in one direction and then the other. Maybe point and flex a few times. And we're going to release our grip, and we're going to take a nice deep inhale. We're going to point our toes. We're going to press our front body to meet our back body so the low back is grounded. And as you exhale, let that right leg float down slow and controlled. So just before the earth, flex that right foot and inhale and raise. Point, exhale, and lower. See if you can match the movement with your breath. Inhale, flex your foot and raise. Exhale, point your toes and lower. So this time as we come down, let that leg hover 2 or 3 inches from the earth and flex that right foot. And I always encourage people to just gaze up really quick and see what you think 2 or 3 inches from the earth looks like. We wind up holding it very high. See if you can literally draw it down and press through the heel. And all we're doing is just firing up the muscles of that right leg. We're just heating them up a little bit. Just take a breath or two, pressing through that heel, just to warm up the muscles. And with the next inhale and exhale, raise that left leg, or that right leg up, and cross the ankle just above the left knee. So the first thing I'm going to encourage is keep that foot flexed. Don't just let it hang, and don't place the foot on the left leg, but literally the ankle, so that you're not twisting the ankle, but the ankle is resting on that left leg. And we're going to just move that right thigh away from you. And notice as you move that right thigh away, the left hip wants to jot up. So if you can just draw that left sitting bone or that left bum cheek toward your left heel. I'm just beginning to work with the right hip. A little opening. So for some of us, we can take a nice deep inhale. And with our exhale, we can interlace the fingers behind that left thigh, drawing that left knee in toward the chest. Keep that right foot active. Left foot is active as well. And with each inhale, press that right knee away. With each exhale, you can begin to draw that left knee in toward the chest, but we're not looking to let that left hip jot up. We want to keep the length in both sides of the torso. So take a nice deep inhale, move that right knee away from the body, as much space as you can. And with your exhale, draw your left knee in. That right elbow can help you create that space in that right leg to move it away, or you can isometrically press that right knee away from you. Again, be mindful that the chin doesn't start to drift toward the ceiling. Keep lengthening the back of the neck. And just take a few breaths here. You'll probably feel this in your right hip. You can deepen that stretch a little bit by just moving that left knee over to the left an inch or two. The stretch will deepen. And we'll take a few breaths here. Keep relaxing the shoulders, the shoulder blades resting on the earth. Keep drawing that left bum cheek toward the left heel. And when you're ready, release your grip. Draw your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg out for just a moment and circle out that right knee. And reverse the circles. Just massaging that right hip joint. And when you're ready again, we're going to ground the feet to the earth. Lengthen the spine. And just take a moment to ground here. Feet are hips distance apart. And when you're ready, you can inhale and extend that left leg all the way up and interlace the fingers behind that left thigh. And again, press and straighten that left leg as much as possible, but keep looping the shoulders back and down. And we don't want to draw that left leg in and let that left hip crease draw up. Keep pressing that left hip crease or that left sitting bone, the left bum cheek, toward the top of your mat. So away from your torso. We want to try to keep the hips nice and level here. You can point and flex that left ankle, that left foot, circle out in one direction. My left ankle loves to sing to me. And then in the opposite. And when you're ready, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. And with your exhale, hug your front body to back body, point your left toes, and allow that leg to slowly descend. Keep pressing your front body to back body, keeping that low back grounded. Just before the earth, flex your toes, inhale and raise. Point, exhale, and lower. Flex, inhale and raise. Point, exhale, and lower. This time when you lower, flex your toes, press through your heel, and let that leg hover 2 or 3 inches from the earth. And again, check it out. Just see how far from the earth that leg is. Sometimes we're so unaware of where the body actually is. So sometimes just take a peek. I wind up high sometimes, so I just take a peek, release the head back down, and just fire up the muscles in this left leg. Can feel the quadriceps starting to fire up, the calf, the Achilles is getting a nice stretch. Keep pressing that low back down. Keep drawing chin toward the chest. One more deep breath together. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, press front body to back body and lift that leg all the way up, crossing that left ankle just above the right knee. Flex that left foot. You can take the left hand on the thigh. I don't like to press on the knee joint, but press on the thigh, press up and away, and begin to move that left knee away from the body. And again, be mindful that the right hip doesn't start to draw up. Keep pressing that right sitting bone toward the right heel. And when you're ready, take a nice deep inhale. And with your exhale, you can draw your right knee in toward the chest, interlacing the fingers behind the thigh. Keep both feet active. You don't have to keep them really, really active, but just keep them active. That muscle tension creates safety in the knees. We activate the muscles in the knees when we activate the muscles in the feet. So we take a nice deep inhale. Each inhale moves that left knee away, and each exhale, as we find space, draws that right knee in toward the chest. And again, as the left knee moves away, the right hip wants to draw up. Keep pressing that right sitting bone toward the right heel. Take a few deep breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Relax the face. Maybe breathe into the space that you feel the sensation and see if you can soften there. One more deep inhale together. And exhale, let's release that. Draw your left knee in, extend your right leg out, and just circle out that left knee. And switch directions with your circle. And then when you're ready, draw your left knee into your chest and draw your right knee in to meet your left. And just kind of rock side to side. Give yourself a really nice little hug. You can circle the knees in opposite directions if that feels good for you. I like to circle my knees in a figure 8 because it massages my low back and it feels good for me. You can circle them in the same direction, which gives a nice low back massage as well. And when you're ready, take a nice deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale, draw your nose toward your knees. Press your belly button toward your spine. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Envision that you have an orange under your chin. So don't dig your chin into your chest, but still lengthening and getting a nice stretch in the spine. If you want to, you can release the arms, sending the fingertips toward the top of your mat and releasing it all down. And finally, bring the feet to the earth. And we just take a moment to ground. And you can grab your blanket or a block or something along that lines, or you can use nothing at all. And we're just going to take a moment for an inversion. My teachers feel that taking the spine in all directions and inversions, breath work, these are all important aspects of our yoga practice. So worst case scenario, you can tell somebody that you did a yoga inversion today. So send the knees into the chest and extend the legs up. See if you can keep pressing your low back down. You can also take the palms and place them under your bum for support, but don't let the shoulders draw up. And just send the legs up. And we're just going to take 5 deep, conscious breaths together here. Remember, drawing the chin toward the chest to keep that neck nice and long. And we're going to take those 5 breaths together. Deep breath in, long breath out. Deep breath in, long breath out. Take 3 more on your own. Our final inhale together. And exhale. Draw your knees into your chest. Maybe rock from side to side. And then finally release the feet to the earth and extend the legs out nice and long. Bring the feet together, like together, legs together. And inhale, extend the arms overhead. And with your exhale, point those toes. Get one final stretch here, full body stretch. Deep inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, bring the arms by the sides, palms up in receptivity. Separate the legs. If you're on a yoga mat, maybe mats distance apart. And just windshield wiper the feet side to side, just kind of taking some final movement, maybe circling out the wrists and ankles. And then we're just going to find a place of stillness. And we're just going to spend our final moments together in that stillness, feeling the effects of our practice, feeling that peaceful tranquility, or maybe you don't feel anything at all, but a continued yoga practice and breathing will bring much results. Integration of mind, body, and spirit cannot be through force and effort, but more about mindful surrender. So just sit and breathe naturally and listen. So either take a few moments extra here for yourself in stillness, or coming back to a nice comfortable seat, taking your time. Bringing our hands to heart center, if you care to join me. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be safe. And may all beings live with ease. From my heart to yours, namaste. So thank you for joining me for a really gentle, mindful breathing and movement practice. If you found value in it, maybe just give a little like in the comments. If you love it and you know anyone who might benefit from this, share it with them. You know, we're all in this thing together, and may we all bond together in this special time, a time when we can let go of the me and really see that we are we.